Hey folks, this is Sammo once again. This is once again a film that was sent to me by PerryFan49. It's called Dragon Heat, but I think one of the other titles for this film was Dragon Squad. But I'll put Dragon Heat because that's the name on this DVD. Of course, weirdly enough, that's not the first time. There was another movie that review should be up for it, or rant should be up for it. Shadow Warriors with Hulk Hogan, which was really Shadow Warriors 2. Dragon Squad, but this is called Dragon Heat. So they changed this title as well. It's part of the Dragon Dynasty series. And for some reason, when I got this DVD, it had this in it. I have no idea what the hell this is, but it was rattling in there. But I don't know if this is I don't know what the hell it is. It's something wooden and then something black at the end. So I knew I was in trouble. I'm like, that was the start of the trouble with me for this movie. But I'm just having fun. I'm having fun. Because this is not going to be a long review because I really have nothing to say on this movie. Because this is just one of those movies that has some praise, I know, like right here by Beyond Hollywood. I believe Bay Loden, who does the commentary, was actually a co-producer on this. Okay, Sammo Hung, Michael Biehn, Maggie Q. These are the three names and the three faces. None of them are the stars of this movie, though. Michael Biehn is one of the bad guys. So is Maggie Q. She's one of the bad guys. She's a sniper. And Michael Bihn's one of the bad guys. He's doing it because his brother was killed. And Sammo Hung is a guy, a cop, ready to retire, who is working with these five... I think most of them are Interpol agents. 5 younger guys. Vanness Wu, Sean Yu, Ziyu, Eva Huan, Lawrence Chow. Those are the 5. Well, yeah. Vanness, Sean, Zia, Ava, and Lawrence. I know it's 4 guys and 1 girl. And this is just one of those films that did not interest me at all. I was just very bored with the movie. So it's not going to be much of a review, so I apologize to PerryFan49, but I had never heard of this film. Then I realized I had seen the ending part of this film years and years ago. I think sometime on cable I had caught this. And because I remember the ending, because I remember Michael Biehn and this cop, one of the stars in the movie, shooting the shit out of each other. And then Michael Biehn dying. I remember when I saw it years ago, I thought Michael Biehn was the good guy, because I only saw the end part. I'm like, oh fuck, Michael Biehn died. But they're the 5 agents who are, again, young people. They're escorting this mobster. But then they realize they're a decoy. There's other cops escorting someone, and in Maggie Q, you have Michael Biehn, and you have about 3 or so others. You have a bigger guy, and it's a decently bloody film. Like, you do get some blood splats in it. Michael Biehn kill these cops. Someone who they think is a bad guy comes up. It's actually someone with a grenade in their mouth and it explodes. Michael Biehn walks up to a car, shoots a cop in the head. The 5 Interpol agents realize something's going on, arrive, start a shootout. Baddies get away. Sammo Hung, again, he's only in the film very sporadically. He's definitely a supporting role. Again, has a few days till retirement. But he doesn't die. He has a dog. He's the one who's going to drive the Interpol agents around. One thing I didn't like about this film, it was very flashy editing and cuts. For example, a lot of the film is like this. Even if it's some people talking, the film goes like this. Imagine if this is the camera of the movie. And there'll be people talking, or there'll be people doing something, and then more than once it does this thing where, for example, there's Michael Biehn, and then it cuts to, here's a picture of what we saw at the beginning of the film that introduced Michael Biehn, who his character is. Then another guy pops in, here's another intro. Pops in, here's another picture of them with an intro. This does this at least 2 or 3 times throughout the fucking film. That takes me out of it. It's really flashy with its editing and cuts. At times it's use of black and white. This info of the agents. At times during bits of action, the camera will be here, and then it'll push in, and then it'll push out sometimes. And then it'll like push in, push out. I guess because they don't want to do the John Woo type of slow-mo, so they want to do something different. There's one scene, the big shootout scene in the middle, kind of in the middle with Michael Biehn here, which I know Michael Biehn in an interview says it rivals Heat. Nothing in this film rivals Heat. I'm sorry. Heat with Michael Mann directed is better than this movie. I got more into the characters in the film. I mean, that was Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, and then the great supporting cast. These are 5 people I don't fucking know. Michael Biehn, he's in it once in a while, and his acting isn't much. I don't know because he had to say the dialogue phonetically, or at times it seemed kind of wooden. I'm like, Michael Biehn, I know he can act. I've seen him, his bit role in The Rock, Aliens, The Terminator, The Abyss. I know the guy can act. And he seemed proud of the film in the interview here, but he also said in the interview he didn't know much about the Asian action films. He thought it was just kung fu. I'm like, you did this film when? 2005, Michael Biehn? You didn't know anything about that? Gotta get out more. And that action scene, the big thing is that there's a lot of, instead of doves for John Woo, it's a lot of flying paper, like strips of paper flying around. But the scene, it feels like it goes on for 10 minutes. I'm not sure the exact running time, but it feels like it goes on forever. Maybe it was 10 minutes. And that's the case. It went on for like 30 minutes, it felt like. It just felt like it went on forever. Just shooting, missing, shooting, missing, shooting, missing, shooting, missing. Back and forth. One sniper's trying to hit Maggie Q, who's the evil sniper, and the evil sniper's trying to hit the good sniper, and they're dodging. I'm like, you're both fucking snipers, and you can't hit anything? Sniping, missing, sniping, missing, sniping, missing, sniping, missing. Shooting, missing, shooting, missing. And then finally, one of the good guys shoot one of the bad guys. And then Maggie Q shoots one of the good guys, the only woman on the team. On the good guy team. And the only other stuff going is they try to do a little bit of humor stuff. For example, these little children are trying to shoot at this range, at these, Dutch shooting range. And pretty much the whole team of good guys start shooting. One shoots one, and then one helps him and shoots the other, and one helps him shoots the other. And there'll be time where you're on a character, and that'll cut to their introduction where they're just posing. They're in an empty warehouse and just like a guy with a knife. Which I don't even remember him using that fucking knife. This wasn't for me. I wasn't pulled in. I didn't give a fuck what was going on. This is a lame review, so be it. Again, this is not a film I went out to see. This is a film that was sent to me. Figured I should say at least something about it. And the one interesting quirk is Michael Biehn, who's again one of the villains. He gets a little bit of a love story to his character. Because last time I saw that was fucking Black Eagle with Van Damme. And there's a moment where he's literally carrying a severed head, walking up to someone and then shoots the guy. Okay, a little bit interesting moment. Sammo Hung gets technically 2 fight scenes with this one guy who's also one of the bad guys who's a friend of Michael Biehn. He's in one. The two main bad guys are Michael Biehn and his buddy, and then you have Maggie Q and some others on the bad guy team. And the first fight Sammo Hung gets is not much. It's pretty much Sammo Hung dodging away from the machete, using his pail so the machete, he blocks the machete. And then the second time at the end where it's just like a little fight, but if you've seen a lot of Sammo Hung films, there's nothing that you haven't seen before, that you haven't seen done better in many other movies. And there's something to do with this microfilm that the good guys need, and the showdown at the end. And of these 5 people, I don't know anything about them. Maybe because I lost interest, but I don't know any of these 5, our 5 main characters. I don't know anything about them. I don't remember anything about them is the best part. I don't remember a damn thing about them. I know, maybe that's just me. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. One fights the big tough guy, bad guy, and he impales that guy, electrocutes him. Sniper, good sniper versus Maggie Q sniper, the evil sniper, in a graveyard. And then the guy like throws flowers in her face and she shoots, and I guess the flowers or something hit her eyes or something and hurt her, and then able to shoot her. Like I said, Sammo Hung fights the guy with a machete. Michael Biehn stabs one with a little corkscrew. Michael Biehn barely seems like, I don't think he was used properly in this film. Wasn't really a great role for him, in all honesty. Can't even say the word right. I'm slurring my words. But the guy that did he stabbed with the corkscrew, he comes back a little bit later. And then it again gets to, what is this guy? Vanness Wu and Michael Biehn in this sort of near this laundromat. They shoot each other. And I thought the other guy died, and then it has this weird ending where I guess the only person of the good guys who died was the girl. Because I guess the guy who got stabbed with the corkscrew and this guy who, I swear, got shot by Michael Biehn point blank range, but Biehn died, but I guess the other guy lived. And what's funny is in the scene, there's this coat, and they're shooting at each other, boo, 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 and there's just a coat in the middle, but they don't hit anybody. They don't hit each other. It's only then later where they're like doing this, and then they shoot each other. What, the coat is fucking bulletproof or something? And then, like I said, the weird ending, the 4 guys, because again, the female who was a good guy died, and Sammo Hung come into the Dutch shooting range and just shoot at the shooting range of the ducks. You know, the plastic ducks. And I'm like, what the fuck did this ending come from? Why is this the last shot of the movie? It's all about the action? Action didn't do shit for me. I've seen a lot of movies. I could watch Goodfellas, A Casino, and Heat, and Collateral. If I want to watch a crime, well, there's crime in it, but there's a lot of... Again, I'll never watch this film again. I mean, sure, I saw it once because I was curious about Michael Biehn, but he's pretty wooden, and I don't think he gave that great of a performance. I really don't. Thought it was stilted at times, or a bit wooden, or if he was given nothing to do, and he's in it as sporadically as Sammo Hung. It is mainly these 5 people who I don't give a fuck about. The 5 good guys. Maggie Q, she's there to once in a while be a sniper and snipe the female good guy, good girl, and have a little sniping fight. And I think she got Mission Impossible 3 because someone was on set and saw her do a move where she jumps out of a tree with the sniper rifle during the graveyard scene. And like, hey, Mission Impossible 3, how about her? I was actually hoping this review would be like 5 minutes long because I had nothing to say, but now it's 15 minutes, yeah. I really have nothing to say about this movie. Nothing else. Just, I could tell, just wasn't one of those movies. Just wasn't for me. I'm sorry, Perry Fan 49, just wasn't for me. And literally one of those movies that I didn't want to continue watching just because I knew it would be a half-ass review because it doesn't piss me off enough to rant and rage like a maniac. But it was a movie that I was so disinterested in, I just would rather just talk about the air. I would rather just talk about my posters. I would rather just talk about this fucking webcam. I'd rather just talk about my nuts. I'd just rather talk about this fucking fan or this new fan I got. You know, hey, you see this new fan? Here's a new fan right here. Can we talk about that? Can I not fuck up my camera? So I do apologize for that, but that's really all you're getting out of me for this film. I just didn't care. I've seen a lot of better films from overseas. I've reviewed some of them. Just go watch Hard Boiled. You know? Go watch Flashpoint with Donnie Yen or some of his other stuff like Ip Man, Ip Man 2, and older Sammo Hung stuff. I mean, Sammo Hung, he's in the sporadic, but he's not in it that much. He doesn't have that much screen time, really. Even though these are the three big names on the movie, they felt like they were barely in the movie. Oh, I know, what's the other guy's name? Simon Yam, who is the bad guy in Wake of Death. He's in this for a big part as well. And yeah, Steven Seagal was an executive producer. They just got him to put his name on it. And that's it. He really hadn't, I don't think he really did much with this other than, hey, I'll put my name on it, sure. But yeah, executive producer, Steven Seagal. Okay. Wow. Anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Take care. Later.